Let's see who is going to join me. Nope. Nope. Stop recording. Yep. Let's try it again. Hello, everybody. Let's see who joins me today. Who is here with me? It is midday, Labor Day, and I'm actually laboring. I totally forgot I was going to take today off, and I totally forgot I had things I needed to do that are specific for Mondays. You hear when that happens? I'm like, the life of an entrepreneur. Like, just my thoughts. Just my thoughts to get back in the water. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I got to send these emails out. I got to answer the questions. People are texting me. I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot certain things because tomorrow's a regular day. This is 50 plus live, but I'm doing because it's not jail day this morning. I'm not doing a daytime today. It's back tomorrow. And so I'm like, what can it be? I'm like, it'll be 50 plus live because I am 50 plus and I'm live. I'm eating some okay pasta, right? It's okay. So I'm not going to diss the sauce. You don't have to use me. I'm not going to diss it because I'm not a fan. Well, let's see who's online while I'm online. Matt Litchfield shows up. Yeah, you're okay. I'm not with no family or nothing. I didn't do all that stuff. We don't go cookouts or whatever. And fix my hair a little bit. I went to the gym this morning with Flobo. Worked out, had a good workout. And then took a nap. I just talked to my brother, took a nap. I just want to say I saw your email. I'll be answering you back either today or tomorrow. I'm finally getting to stuff. I gave myself a day off yesterday. Folks were like, you gotta take a day off. I'm like, yes, I get tired. I took a fucking day off. Shit. I don't work all the time. Hi, Tony JC. Look, all my friends are coming in. Hello, you guys. I'm like, no, I took a day off. Shit. I'm tired. But yes, life of an entrepreneur, you don't always, sometimes you have to work when you have to work. That's how it is. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Going back to a cubicle in an office. Oh, yes, so you'll see it tomorrow, Tony, on Patreon. And me and Flo are getting back together Wednesday morning and go to the gym. So yes. You can see him in his shorts, Tony, in his shorts. Yes. We went to Starbucks, got us Starbucks. Starbucks this is afterwards. We go early, so it's good. So tomorrow I'll be at my clients. Then Wednesday morning early, then I'll be talking to my doctor, Dr. Doss, Tony, your other buddy, that morning, doing a session with him. We're recording another video, so you'll be happy to hear that. And then I have a busy day Wednesday. Crazy. Then Thursday, back to my clients. At some point, I gotta go to my mom's. It's a boy. No, I'm crowning. Oh, yeah, yes, exactly. That's always my joke. I'm crowning. Well, I look pregnant, so I'm trying to get rid of this baby, Kenneth. I'm not Madonna. I'm not keeping my baby. I'm trying to get rid of it. I don't have any money to support this baby. It's bills, Kenneth. It's bills. No, like that. All right. This is crazy, folks. So, if some of you guys don't know this, we had a break-in 2 nights ago. Well, actually, a night and a half ago. At my house here. My brother's car was in the front of the house. Yeah, she had her baby in front of his house. His car was broken into. Apparently, there's this TikTok challenge. I didn't know this. Where they're breaking into Hyundais and Kias, filming it, Reverend. My brother, his car, mind its own business. Now, here's the crazy part, kids. Yeah, we got more. That's so funny, Kenneth. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Make me laugh. We're gonna take time. I'm trying to tell you a serious story. So we were. You guys are hilarious. We were. Not just my train of thought. No, we were at home at 12:45 a.m. Now, some of you guys in this chat are Black men, so you'll understand this. To have the police banging on your door at 12:45 a.m. is never good. Scared the shit out of us. He asked to come outside. I was like, okay. And so yeah, so it's crazy because everybody's like, so that's just a window, whatever, but it's so much more. I try to explain to some people today. Number one, windows are expensive. That's number one. So yeah, my brother isn't rich. Number two, it's a violation. You're violated. It's just it's just being violated. It's crazy. Number three, now you go through all the problems of, well, should I keep the car? Should I not keep the car? Also, so you get it fixed. Do you just bring it back and it happens again? Like, so right now it's parked in my mom's house. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, well, I'm glad it's all settled. Like, it's not settled. Nothing's settled. This just happened, and it's crazy. And so, and for my brother, I really feel bad for him because, like, this is really, it was traumatizing, Nikisha. It was very traumatizing. Trust me. And I had my phone on me just in case, and we had to come outside with two white cops and come outside. It was not cute at all. And we're half time. I'm like about to go to bed. I was about to go to bed. Like, it was just crazy. But just now it's like, so what do we do? My mother lives 4 miles away, which is not far, but it's not close. My brother, he can't go to work any other transportation system because where he works there isn't. That's what's so sad about. That's how big Los Angeles is, right? I can go to work places I can go to my client's house by train. He can't. So we got to try to figure that. He had to try to get, plus it happened over the Labor Day weekend, trying to get in touch with a place that can, and it's a lot of work. So for some people, I'm like, it's not just, yes, on some level, you're right. Yes, we're glad it was just a window broken. On some level, yes, I get the sentiment behind that. Or people are like, thank God it was. I get that sentiment also, but it's not just that easy. It's much more than that. So he's having to do it. So I feel bad for him, but for us, it was a little bit traumatizing. It was like, that was not what we expected. And now my whole neighborhood knows about it. And they were telling us that nearby they were stealing car windows over there. My neighbor said, I thought she came to our house and she was like, I was knocking on your door. And I said, I live in the back of the house. I don't hear anything. So I'm like, I couldn't hear nothing. I'm back here. Our doorbell just stopped working all of a sudden. Just stopped working. It's another homeowner issue we got to deal with. This week I got to deal with still the tree cutting stuff because they're trying to take us to court. City of Inglewood, and it's just a lot going on, folks. And then I have to get some stuff together for a wedding I'm supposed to go to. It's a lot, kids. It's a lot. But I actually was going to go to this wedding. I have to cancel. I haven't told them yet. I got to tell them. I'm telling you guys, of course. But but I'm telling you guys first. But I have to cancel the trip because I don't have enough money to go on the trip. So I'll be missing out on the wedding, and I'm missing out my Skyline chili and my stuff and see my family. But just it's expensive out there. Oh my God. It's just like, and right now I'm paying all this other stuff. It's crazy. It's like, it is crazy talk. And so I'm like, it's just so weird that hotels, even 2-star hotels, I'm talking 2-star hotels. Now, I'm not bougie, but you have to be careful where you go because I don't want bed bugs and shit. I've had friends who've gotten that. And I'm like, no, I don't want no bed bugs. Well, I don't be in a room where it says no smoking, but you smell cigarettes. I've been in a few of those. And I've been in some 2-star hotels that were like 4-star. They were great. They were totally great. They were wonderful and fine. And I've been in some 4 or 5-star. They were horrible. So I know that can happen too, but I read the reviews. When I go on first, I look at the reviews. I see a price that seems decent. I look at the reviews. They tell me. I get the latest reviews. And it's just so expensive. I'm like, I'm going to Ohio. Like, it shouldn't be that expensive. It shouldn't be $300 a night to go to a hotel. Jesus. So I have to tell my family I'm canceling. I'm going to send a giant gift basket of goodies for the couple. So I already have some stuff. I already have stuff for them. So I'm going to do that and send them to tell them I'll have to see them afterwards, see them another time. But I just don't have the money to go. I don't have that extra cash floating around because I got other things I got to do with it. And that's adulthood, you guys. That's called adulthood because I don't have credit cards. And thank God I don't want credit cards. I do not want to get back in the debt because I have zero debt. So that's the thing. So I'm very fortunate. I paid them all off, but I'm like, credit cards are a scam. I know they can be great in emergencies, quotes. They're great in emergencies. They're great. I'm all great. Great in emergencies. I'm like, no, it's all scam. Them high interest rates will kill you. I was like, and if you only pay the minimum or barely above the minimum, you're paying twice as much. So I paid all mine off in my 30s and a few in my 40s. And I was like, I had one. What's funny is I went to open up a bank account until I had one thing on my credit line, one thing. And we're like, and from like 12 years ago, from like 6, 7 years ago, I'm like, what? Somehow I missed it. And it was $400. But it was something that I was involved in. I was like, so I paid it and got rid of me, and it got expunged and everything. It was fine. But it's just like, I mean, just like they just get you. They're gonna get you. But yeah, I have no credit cards. No, I don't have. So if I can't go, I can't go. When I was younger, we used to go out to the club and stuff. I had no problem telling my friends, I don't got no money tonight, so I won't be. I would stay home. I have no problem. I would stay home. But they want me to go out because I was so much fun. So I'll pay your way. I said, okay, you pay my way, but I'm just letting you know I don't got nothing. One day I'll take care of you. And usually I go out later, not like another time. I'll take care of them and buy drinks. But I'm like, let them know. I'm like, nope, I don't got nothing. I was like, there's no future in your fronting, as used to say back in the day. I never fronted. So yeah, I may show my age. But yeah, I never fronted. So we don't be fronting. Just tell the truth, shame the devil. Because it get out of hand. I know. All I gotta say is like James Bond Jr. is just like, this year has been the year, and I'm pushing through, you guys. I could literally, there are times I feel like I just want to curl up in the ball and just say, fuck the world, and that's it. And I don't. I get right back up and I plod on through and just try to make it through the next day or next, I take it minute by minute, day by day sometimes. But I just feel like, God, just like one thing after another. A few good things in between, but for the most part, it's just been, and it's still going. I still have stuff. You guys have no idea behind the scenes I'm still dealing with. And just at my always at me. Everything's at me all the time. Just can't get a break. So yes, so I'm trying to hang in there, folks, because sometimes it is tough. I don't have time to get depressed and shit. I mean, I want to, but I don't have time. I got busy doing other stuff. So just try to get through it and keep hoping that the next day will be much better, and the next day will be much better. And I believe in God, so I talk to him all the time, talk to him every day. Like, come on, help me. Somebody help me. Because I'm like, some of this stuff is tough. But it's part of adults. It's part of adulthood, right? Part of having aging parents, it's part of having kids and grandkids, it's part of having businesses. I mean, complaining will not do nothing. That's why you don't hear me complain, because nothing, doesn't help nothing. Everything's still there. So it's a lot sometimes. And that's why on this show it's been kind of fun. This 50 plus, I've been like letting my emotions out on this show, just letting them out. It is tough. When there's times I look and I go, God, I'm like, I am 54. Like, where did that come from? Like, how did I get here? Like, wasn't I just like 25 a few minutes ago? Sometimes it feels like it goes by that fast. That's why I always tell the young ones, like when I'm that old guy, tell the young ones back in the day, like, enjoy yourselves. I had a lot of fun when I was young. I'll tell you something. It was hard, but I had a lot of fun. Wink, wink. Oh, I didn't wink. Wink, wink. I had a lot of fun in the middle of working hard and raising kids and all stuff. I did a lot of stuff. So I could say I lived some life. Yes, and the mental health chat is this Friday, so we are doing it this Friday. If anybody signs up, and if you sign up last minute, I'll always keep it open, and somebody signs up for that. And of course, Saturday is our soap chat. Make sure you sign up for that on Saturday. And so, folks, those shows or those two Zooms are always something going on there. But yes, it is. But you have to just keep going. I just feel like I don't have the luxury of feeling sorry for myself. You just got to keep going, keep moving, keep going. Why my hair all weird? One win that I will take. It's a good win. Is I found the shampoo conditioner that I love that I couldn't find in the stores. I found on Amazon for good pricing. Me and my hair. And I love the new Kylie Minogue song "Tension." Those are two good things this week. I do love those two things. I had a very good week audio and video. So my numbers had a very good week. So thank you everyone out there who watches my shit, listens to my shit, puts up with my shit. Thank you. And so we had a record week last week. So thank you for that. That helps JLJ Media. You know, I'm the OG. I've been around for a long time. I watch all these new upstarts. They're all doing their things. And I'm just like, I'm trying my best to hang in there, kids. I'm trying to hang in there, you guys. Don't forget about me when you go to the new people. Don't leave me behind. You know, so I'm just out there trying to do my thing, trying to offer you some content. That's worth something. And so how are we doing? That's enough about me, right? How's everybody in the chat doing today? It's Labor Day. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? How we doing? I know the chat's behind. You guys it's behind. But yeah, tell me how you're doing. How you doing? Drinking some peach juice. There's Speedy. Sorry, having rough days, James. Life we live. It's only tests. You know, I'm a Taurus. You know that. I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through it, girl. You know that. I'm gonna get through it. Enjoy the day off. Good. Enjoy the day off. Good. You have a job. And so Jason, I'll probably set something up for next week after the week of September 11th. Obviously not on September 11th, but well, I don't know, maybe if you're around, I don't know. We could do it September 11th. I mean, I'm not really doing nothing special on September 11th. But I'm gonna send you an email. I thought about that. It's like, if you want to do it, we could do the interview on September 11th and just release it later. I mean, I'm gonna be sitting at home probably remembering it. I have a video coming out about my experience on September 11th, part of my experience. That'll be out on Monday for 50 plus. So you have that. But yes, I'm like, okay. Yes. This food is not good. This is like, you guys don't even know. It doesn't even look good. It doesn't even look good. I'm like, I try these pastas. Do you want to see what pasta it is? What pasta sauce it is? It's a pasta sauce. It's nasty. Because low calorie, low carb, low everything. I'm like, I need some calories and carbs, I guess. So should I show you or should I not show you? Because I'm not going to trash them on my other platforms, but I'll show it here. Oh, Daphne. I know, Daphne. I'd love to have you on the show. You haven't been on in a while. I would love to have you there Saturday. You know that. But yeah, no, yeah, Thursday, Friday. You can pay for Thursday or Friday. You totally can. I would love to have you there, Daphne. You know that. It's been a while. So a few of you guys I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, I haven't seen you guys in a while. So yeah. But yeah, no, it's all Speedy, you're right. It's all test and stuff. You want to see, you gonna say because like, yes, you see it. You know, I'm shady. I'll show it to you guys. Which is the internet, but okay. So before I show it to you, I want to preface this before I show it to you. You guys are all nosy rosies. Before I show it to you, okay. So when I opened it up, I didn't care for the smell. It smelled very tart to me. I don't like tart sauce. Plus, I didn't like the consistency when it came out. I like marinara sauces. Yeah, I was say, I'm sure, girl, I'm sure you do. Thinking about you, you went and starts in the dog's arms. Oh, Tony, you're too much. So I didn't care for the smell. Care for the consistency. Didn't care for the color. It's light skinned. I like my marinara sauce deep red and just like chunky and just I like the deep smells. And this one doesn't grab me, but it's Lydia's. Now I don't know who the fuck Lydia is. She's probably a nice lady, or was a nice lady. Yeah, it's like it isn't Daphne. And so I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. But it is low in calories. It's low in everything. So it's healthy for you. But I'm just like, I tried to doctor it up with some cheese or whatever. I'm like, ugh, no. So it didn't work for me. So maybe other people like it. I've had way better. So I'm not going to do my taste test like I normally do, and just trash the fuck out. I'm not gonna do that. But I'll show you guys. Of course, this goes out to the world, but it's part of. At least it's just part of my part of my broadcast, and not the whole thing. So anybody associated with Lydia's Italy, I am so sorry. I'm sure you guys are lovely people. It just didn't. Yeah, it didn't work for me. Oh, does she really? Oh my god, does she really? Oh my gosh, I don't watch TV, so I'd like that. I don't know. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh my god, Natasha, Akisa. It looked like straight. I know. I'm like, sorry, girl. It is also low in flavor. It is, Tony. It is low. But Keisha, that is hilarious. Oh my god, it is hilarious. I love it. Oh my god, that is funny. Yeah, it's low in everything. Shit. So I'm like, there goes my lunch. So I ate a little bit. So that's like I ate just enough to fill myself up. So I'm good for a while. I'm not gonna hungry for a while, so I'm good. But I'm like, that was not delicioso. Rayo sensitive sauce because we have used. Yeah, Rouse is really good, right? There's my other girl, Kayla. Hope you can come to one of our soap zooms this Saturday or 2 Saturdays from now. We have 2 soap zooms. I'd love to see you back. You are missed, Kayla, very much. Well, sorry, Lydia. Now watch this gets out to her. I don't know who the fuck she is. And they'll be like, James Lott Jr. of JLJ Media totally dissed. I'm like, sorry, girl. I don't know who you are. I don't want to watch that shit. Yeah, Rouse is good. But there's some, if you watch my reviews, there's some other ones that are really good too. But Rouse is good. Everybody kept telling me about it. I tried it and I was like, you're right. But you guys, I know who she is. That is hilarious. Because on PBS is making my list now. Sorry, Lydia. I didn't know who you is. I didn't know who you is. I'm sorry to dish you like that, girl, but maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your people. I don't know. But I'm like yeah, I said it's if you like. Just wasn't working for me. It just isn't say because it doesn't say low cal on it. I just noticed it's 50 calories. So I had no idea. I was just like, if there's another version, I was in the store I always try to grab any marinara sauce I've never had before. That's all I'm taste testing is in terms of sauces, marinara sauces. I keep trying them. Keep Palmer, Dick Cheney, sorry, right, exactly. I was like, I don't know anybody. Her name sounds familiar. As you guys are saying it, her name sounds familiar. But I don't watch that show. I don't watch it. I always watched PBS in a billion years. I have not watched PBS. But I'm sorry, girl. Maybe if she has a fuller sauce, if she has a real sauce, if there's a higher calorie version, I'll take it. Because this one just did not work for me. You're looking for an app. I've been on 23 minutes. I was like, I come on, I didn't know here in the afternoon. But I'm glad my reviews are helping people. People tell all the time my hair product reviews, the Lay's product I did the other day. People like that one. It's funny what people like from me. I came as influencer in this weird way. I didn't even plan on it, and I'm just like, I just do what I do when I feel like doing them. And she'll tell you, oops, Daphne, I had no idea. I feel like Tony Braxton. Okay. Oh, that's my cue, purse. I was like, and this one is not. I looked to see if it was. It says Best Buy 109-2025, so it's not like I had it long. I have a couple. I have one that looks so good. It's a Mars Capone marinara sauce, and it cost me some money. So I'm like, hold on to that one because that was expensive. I want something good. But I'm not eating a lot of pasta as it is because of my weight, losing weight. But I do have pasta. I do like maybe a little cup of pasta once in a while. And that's not bad. And I actually have, you know what's good? these carb balanced tortillas from Mission. They're only 5 grams and they're really good. They taste like regular tortillas to me. They're good. You profiled her. Okay, CSI Daphne. She's like, let's look at this bitch. Somebody, he says, it's full voice. Tony, your man's here. Tony, your man's here. Tony, your man's here. Because I'm like, Flo, if Tony's still on here, you made his day if you're still on here. Again, let's hear that laugh. So, well, I'm trying to laugh, and I cry most of the time. I'm not laughing as much as I used to was. I'll be crying, trust me, all the time about my life. But yeah, I don't know who she is. So well, I'm nobody, so my word won't do anything. I know tomorrow when I wake up, James Lott Jr., this is Lydia, whatever. You know, I don't know who she is. Good luck to her. She probably got money, more money than I do, so she don't care about James Lott Jr. and what he think about her low-calorie sauce. Like, oopsie. Flobo, when I got home, me and Jay ended up talking for an hour, and then I went to bed, Flobo, and I slept for like 2 hours. Then I got up, and now I'm working. I wasn't going to work today, but I forgot. I have things I have to do. I totally forgot about. That's kind of crazy, but yes. Anyway, yeah. How's everybody doing? I already heard about 2 couple people. Kayla, how are you doing? Daphne, how are you doing? I got Rebecca. How are you doing? I don't know how you're doing, Flobo. I saw you this morning. You guys are doing. I don't know if Tony's still on here. Tony was on here. He just mentioned your name like fucking 2 minutes ago. But I know he has his mom, so he could be tending to her right now. But he would die to have you on here right now. You're one of your biggest fans. Then I'm gonna get some more juice. This peach juice is the Simply Light peach juice, my favorite. My ice cubes melted. So Flobo, keep it up for me. Right back. Okay, I'm back. Procrastinating. Where's the party at? Where's the party at? Who are you talking to, Flobo? There ain't no party. And my other favorite folks, Bubbly. I've not done a video on them, but I love their sparkling water. Fuck LaCroix. That shit's nasty. I like Waterloo. I like that brand. And I like Bubbly. I show my good nails. I like Bubbly. This is cherry. My favorites. I mix it, sparkling. I mix it with my juice. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. Older folks know that song. Disco song. Bubbly's good. I like this one. I like their lime. There's one other flavor I like of theirs. I can't think. I'm blanking out what it is. But I like those 2 the most. Their lime. The lime one's good with stuff. Lord Old School. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. You like to do the things I like to do too. Come on and do it. Do it. You know that song. Musique. Look it up, folks. It's either that one or take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Little SOS man. Before Jimmy Jam and Taylor Lewis got some. Yeah, I know you love that song, Speedy. I know you do. All right, Tofo. Well, here's the problem. I don't want to get married, folks. I mean, I first have to meet somebody and get in that situation. But if I ever got married, I have a problem because Flobo's a DJ, but then Flobo wants to be in the wedding. So I don't know how I would work that out. I hope that they probably 9 months, Flobo. Either I feel like I'm crowning right now, but the baby's coming. The baby's coming. And it's yours, Flobo. It's your baby. We're gonna give it a name. We're gonna name it Wentworth. Wentworth Lot Boyce. That'll be the baby's name. How's that? What do you think? Wentworth Harrison Lot Boyce. Yummy. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Maybe we can do it. Well, you know, my other song you guys were singing to me the other day on here. You know what's going on here? There ain't nothing going on but what? Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Hey, you got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. And the groom. Yes, Flobo also has to marry me if I'm 75 years old and have nobody. Yeah. Flobo, are you married? That's a question in here. Hi, Beautiful Ashes. Is he? He's like, yeah. Is he? Very regal name. I know. Wentworth Lot Boyce. It's a great name, actually. Think about it. But what would the nickname be for Wentworth? Cherry grapefruit. Can't do grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit flavor. I haven't had the lemon yet, Daphne. And they had ginger. I know they had ginger. I love ginger soda. I didn't know they had ginger. I think I missed it. But I never had lemon. I had the lime. I never had lemon. I think there's raspberry. I think it's the other one I like. It's raspberry. I think that's the other flavor I like of bubbly is raspberry. I think that's the other one. Worthy. Flobo is worthy. He's a good man. He's worthy. He's worthy of me. He puts up with me. So he's worthy of it. Definitely. He is. He's good. He's good. And he's younger. I need somebody younger than me. Younger than me. But he's an old soul. He's younger, but he's old soul. Yes. So yes. You'll be my DJ, Speedy. My DJ. Okay, Kayla. Okay, got it. So Kayla, I'm assuming I got your money. I'm assuming it's for what? Both soap Zooms and the Zoom-a-Versary for those three. That's what I was. So let me know in here if you're still in here. I'm assuming it's for those three. Or is it for the mental health and the 2 soap Zooms? Or is it for the mental health, 1 soap Zoom, Zoom-a-Versary? Let me know which ones. Man, that's Rebecca, thank you. There's also mango. I like that one too. I forgot the mango bubbly. Yeah, so Kayla, let me know which one it's for. Oh, Harry, that makes sense. Or Wenny. Wenny sounds very Caribbean. Me and Flip are both Caribbean. Well, Canada Dry is the best. It's the best ginger ale, Daphne. Fuck that Schweppes and shit. Canada Dry is the best. It is the best. It's the best. I completely agree with you. I've tried others. They're not the same. I have Canada Dry here at my house. Canada Dry is the best. Sonny Flibbo left. He left the chat. He's like, he's gonna screw this noise. I'm out of here. But yeah, mango is good. Yeah, Rebecca, mango's good. So mango, I think, and raspberry. Those are the ones I like also. Oh, you sent me an email today. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. I know the chat splits it up. Hi, Amelia Aaron. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, no, it's the best. It literally is the best. Can't dry it. You too, Matt, for stomach issues. It is, but it's the best one. I've tried Schweppes. I've tried. There's one other brand too that's halfway popular. Nah. Like, there you are, Tony. You see Flubbles in the chat room, Tony. I was waiting for you to say something to your man. I agree with you, Daphne. I don't know. No sugar, 0 sugar ginger ale. No. I agree with you on that one. The thing about ginger ale is, I know it's high in sugar, but it's good for your stomach. I also have ginger tea and stuff, that kind of stuff too. It's fine, but sometimes you need something to help you belch and stuff. So my brother and sister-in-law are barbecuing right now, and I saw that I'm not supposed to, they won't be coming to our house, so they may, I don't know what's gonna happen. They're barbecuing right now. Guys with 4 names in the beginning is like Ted, Buck, or Sonny. He's on Ted, Buck, or Sonny with 4 names. I have 3 names, so usually it's my initials. Ted, Buck, or Sonny. I think. Well, Flo, what do you think? Should it be? What about Winnie or Harry? Because I'm Harrison. My middle name's Harrison. Also be Harry. Actually, I know Flobo's middle name, and Flobo's middle name is the same as my grandson's middle name, which is kind of funny. I'm like, they both have the same middle name. So Flo, Jambo, Flomes. We're Flobo. We're Flo. Because Flobo and I don't have a smush name. We don't have a smush name. We'll be Flomes, Jambo. That is hilarious. Flobo, what about Duke? That's probably name in Alabama. Flobo was in Florida. He was down there. I don't know if he knows about Alabama. With 4 names. I know, it's like 4 names. And it would be hyphenated. Lot Boyce. It could be Boyce Lot. Wentworth, Harrison, Boyce Lot. It could be either one, because B before L, I guess. I don't know. Yes. What do I think? It's not my baby. He's like, Billie Jean is not my lover. My baby. Well, if it comes out with a bald head looking just like you, I don't know, Flobo. You're coloring. I mean, you know. I think it'll be you. The chances are my baby will look like me, right? Because I look like my mother. My kids don't look like me, so they also look like the other person. It's not my baby. But it's Ted, Jake, Buck, Sonny. Or I know what wait, that's so funny. It'll make me laugh. Make me laugh. Make me laugh. Okay. So Kayla, I see. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, okay. So my Cash App is acting up. Okay. So anybody getting this, it's in a Cash App. Okay, yes. No, I'm glad you said that, because I just found this out yesterday. Okay. So right now, one of my banks is switching over to another company over this weekend. So I have no access to my bank account. But starting tomorrow, I will. So I think I have to sign in tomorrow, just reestablish everything. So thanks for talking about the Zelle thing. I mean, thanks about the Zelle thing. The Cash App will still it goes to my other account, so it's fine. But yes, have a good day, Speedy. But yes, it's but yeah, no, that's so good. Oh, thank you, Kayla. So I got that. So thanks for letting me know because my sister said the same thing. So but yeah, no, it's a girl named Jambo. So Flobo, they want us to be Jambo. I guess I guess I gotta do a poll. I'll do a poll. Our Flobo and James ship name. Is it Jambo? Is it Flomes? Or is it other? Okay, start a poll. What is our ship name? Jambo, Flomes, or other? That's our ship name. Okay. So got it, Kayla. Got it, Kayla. Very good. Okay, got it. Yes. Thanks for that. We'll be happy to have you back, Kayla. We love having you on here. We're happy to have you back. So what do we think? So far, Jambo is number 1. You guys like that name? Oh, other. Number Rebecca, a lot for Mott's. Nobody likes Flomes. I mean, I guess Jambo sounds better with Jambo. So we don't go with the F first. It's not flames. I was Brigade for Ashes. I just said that it's not flames because we're both. It's like hello. It's like where our names are. Our names are. I was saying it's not flames. It sounds. Okay, Flo was out. Flo was like, on that note, he said, for those reasons, I'm out. He will say, for those reasons, you're out. He's like, he's gone. He's like, bye. He's like, why did I come in here? He's like, why did I come in here? Flobo's YouTube channel is Flobo Voice. That's his YouTube channel. Follow him at Flobo Voice. That's his YouTube channel. Check out his new Amsterdam, his interviews. Check out Draped in Gold. Check out all his stuff, his former stuff. Check out his After Hours, which I'm on it several times. Check out all his goodies. Oh, there's a nice name. Flo was out of Paul. Flo was like, I'm out. But check him out, Flobo Voice. He's doing stuff. Check him out. This is hilarious. Hey, you jumped in, Flobo. All of a sudden, that's it. You got fans over here. You got fans. Flames. I know Flames. Hi, Ethel. I know Flames. I think Flames is better than anything else. But so far, Jambo is winning. That is hilarious. Hello, 21 people who are watching me. I'm shocked you guys are watching me today. It's Labor Day. You for Ashes is throwing down eating. Yeah, I don't go nowhere for people's things. I don't do anything. I still gotta do a When Calls to Heart after show. I gotta do that. I gotta watch it and do it. I gotta put that out today. But I promised I'd put it out on Mondays. I totally forgot. Flobo try and Flobo tries. Yeah, Flobo tries, and then he's out. She's like, and for that reason, I'm out. So yeah, 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 yeah. Ah. Where is Candace? I know Candace isn't on here. Yeah, I don't care. Candace not. I'm shocked she's not on here. I know Tony is getting ready for Beyonce. Today is 9, 4, 8, 1 B Day. Today's Beyonce's birthday. I put out my top 20 favorite Beyonce songs on my show, In Between the Pages with James Lott Jr. You can go anywhere and listen to that. What I voted as my top 20 of all her solo hits. It's out today. But she's playing here in Inglewood. It's her birthday, and Tony already saw her once, but he's gonna see her again tonight. Yeah, I'm surprised Candace is on here. I'm surprised she hasn't stopped doing her shenanigans. I talked to Amanda and them earlier today on our group chats. Oh, one of my hosts had to. I gotta answer one of my co-hosts real quick. First, Oh, there you go. Okay, in the poll, and so for you guys actually floated. I think Flames is the one. I think Flames. It's not on here, but I think it's one. Okay. Oh my God, I saw a video from one of the previous guys that knows what you did see. What's the phone store 50% off? The thrift store, they got my food and I get some laundry. Percent off sale. Phone store had 50% off sale. Oh, 50%. I'm sorry, I read that comma wrong. 50% off at the thrift store. Okay. I love thrift stores. Don't do laundry. How many laundry you do? I'm actually shocked. How many laundry you do today? What am I do? It is. So all the ones I've seen were up close. Apparently, all my friends got up close tickets. But yeah, I don't know if you saw Matt that Tony went with Julie Dove, who was the person who won a role on Days of Our Lives. They went together. But Tony would all be in Inglewood tonight. It's right back there. So it'd be my room's a mess again. I gotta fix my room again. We got junky again. I gotta fix that. Yeah, it's a skirt. Oh, back to that. I guess Greg's noose or not noose. Restraints. That is hilarious. Oh my God, Tony, you're hilarious. He is. Oh yeah, Mexican cooks are there, yes. Because they are different. They're sweeter than the regular Coke. I know, pick and save. But it's not just in LA. You have to drive out to get them. Again, LA is spread. It's in Whittier or Anaheim. It's very spread out. Just letting you know. It's not just around the corner. So you're gonna be driving to Mexican Cokes. It's about 30 minutes outside of LA proper. Yes, there is. Okay. I'll put it right here. I've had this place for a while. I love this mail house. I love them. They are wonderful people. They know me in there now. I have packages there right now I need to go get. And there you go. That's the address. You can send me stuff. So people send stuff all the time. But that's what you can send me stuff if you want to send me anything. They're a great mail house. I love them. They know me when I come in. I always get packages there. So yes, and it's safe. It's completely safe because they're stealing packages off of our porches. So I feel better that the person who came to this video suggested I get a mailbox. I love it. Hi, Duan. Happy Labor Day. What are you doing today? So I'm very fortunate. Yes, thank you. It sucks. I saw that earlier when I first came on. I came on. Yes, my brother's car is broken into. Sepulveda. There's only one. People say it wrong. People say Sepulveda. It's Sepulveda. That's how you say it. Sepulveda. That's how you pronounce it. Oh, Sepulveda. I'm like, that's not a street. It's Sepulveda. But yes, Lois, thank you we're sorry for it. That happened too, right in front of our house. And apparently they're doing it. So my brother's going through all the stuff right now, deciding, because it's not just that they did it once, but apparently it's an epidemic. It's happening to all Hyundais and Kias. And it's happened to 6 cars in our neighborhood in the last 2 days. So he can't even bring his car back over here yet, because once he gets it fixed, he's like, what do I do? Do I bring it back and I do it again? And windows aren't cheap in cars. So yeah, I just heard she had a baby too. I don't know anything about friends with her, so I heard she had a baby. Horse pirates all the time. Yeah, exactly. So I'm happy to actually have a place where all my packages are safe. I just go and get them and bring them home. It's an extra step, but it's in my neighborhood still, so not really. That's not. I get to be by the airplanes. You know, I love my airplanes, so I get to be by my airplanes when I go over there. Yeah, the next door is a bunch of whiners. I can't handle. I mean, next door is too much. I can't. But however, comma, they are correct. I mean, it's happening a lot. So my brother, it's like we got a lot going on. Well, you know, Amelia, I'm on Citizen. I don't know if you guys have that app where you are, but Citizen is where all the crimes are going. And there's like a crime happening in my neighborhood every 5 minutes, it seems like. Shit. It's like all like right around the corner, like 2 seconds away, they're 2 feet away, there's a fire. I'm like, what? I go outside and look at this. I was on my house. I'm sorry, you had like a murder. Ugh, that's gross. So my brother's he's upset. We're trying to figure out what's gonna be next because we're not rich and like I said, things are cheap and expensive and this whole time. We go back to the beginning of the video, I talk about it. I talk about the beginning, the whole thing. So we're hanging in there. We actually just talked about it now, like what we're gonna need to do too. So they're why you can message you like you love it. We have Eye on Inglewood. We have next door. So I just don't. I can't. I just can't. It's too much for me. I'm sure there's some legitimate stuff on there. I'm sure, but I can't wade through all that. It's like to me, it's like social media. I'm like, oh, sometimes I just can't wade through it. Let's see this. Well, see, I have it because again, it tells you everything that's going on around you. So it's kind of crazy. Yes, right, exactly. It's like social media for neighbors. It is. I never post stuff on there. The last time I posted on next door was when my aunt's dog was missing. Remember, she was in the hospital and we were missing a dog. I posted that on there, and that was it. No, that was it. Other than that, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I just had no thought. Other than that, I'm posting anything on there. I want them to know who I am. I want them to know who I am anyway. My brother did it for a while, and I was like, I want them to know where I live. I'm on TV. We gotta be careful. So my neighbors know I'm on TV. Well, I know my neighbors across the way know I'm on TV. I don't know if anybody else knows, but they know I'm on social media and they know I'm on TV. So yes. Well, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so my Zelle should start working hopefully tomorrow. I gotta see. I can't sign in until they switch it over. They say you can't sign in until Tuesday morning. And I'll see what's going on and blah blah. There we go. So yes, I'm here. I get some work done that I forgot I had to do. I was not going to do it, and I forgot I had to do it. Life as an entrepreneur, had a not a good lunch. I was like, that wasn't good. But you guys are funny. You guys have made me laugh today, so that's good. It's 3 o'clock. I probably should watch this one called The Heart, and then review it and put it up. I said I do it at 5. I don't feel like doing a live show today. I'm just doing it right now with you guys. My God, I love it. I love ice. Oh, that's like I will do this. Actually, I'm doing another poll. So I'm actually very curious. Do you like ice in your drinks? Yes. No. A little. Okay. Do you like ice in your drinks? Yes, no, or a little? Please vote now. There's 20 of you. There's 20 of you watching. Can't believe it. I love ice. So I love ice in my drinks. My cute little. Isn't that cute? Oh, isn't that cute? This is 30 years old. Let's come. Okay, oh, well, it's all over the place. Okay, we got some yeses, we got some nos, we got some a littles. But I love ice I love ice in my drinks. I like my water bottle colder too. Ice. Ice, doom, 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 doom. That's all over the place. Dang. All over the place. 60, 20, 20. Okay, it's moving all over the place. I love it. Thanks for voting, you guys. If you're signed in, you can vote, of course. So today's shows that are out, we have Bone Beautiful Rewind, in between Independent Page with James Lott Jr., this show, a show called What? I talk about Labor Day. So check those out today if you get a chance. And I'm gonna do a When Calls the Heart later today. And do that. The likes so far, good. 18 people watching, 18 likes. That's good so far. Next Sunday is Grandparents' Day. So if you have grandparents, do not forget them. Happy Grandparents' Day. I'm a grandfather. Shout out to my grandson, Rylan, who had a birthday yesterday. We'll shout out to him. But then it's Grandparents' Day next Sunday. I have no grandparents, so I got no. Just can't get no do do do. I can't get no do do do. So it's like a Star Wars. To me, they're two separate types of franchises. It's so funny. Everybody does that, but they're so different. To me, like something like Michael and Prince. You can't compare the two. I'm like, yes, they're two Midwestern black guys, same age. Okay. But their lives were totally different. And their performances are different and their styles are different. And so I always say, nah, I don't do those wars. Oh, but I know people do it all the time. You have to like people do it all the time. I'm like, but Star Trek and Star are two separate. You can like both. They're two separate types of franchises in style and everything. Matt's on here. Matt's a Star Trek person. I'm more of a Star Wars, but I like Star Trek. I've seen all the movies, so I like Star Trek. But when they would do Prince and Michael, I'm like, I actually would do Michael. Well, Prince, Michael, Madonna were the big three, right? Madonna's like a cross between both of them a little bit, but she's a woman, she's like you said. But in terms of popularity, and she had a lot of similarities with Prince because she's very much used to sexuality and religion, but she's a performer very much like Michael. I love ice. Did not know it wears enamel. I thought it was chewing ice, but my tooth and it was chewing. My dentist was awesome. Okay, I'm not giving it ice. I'm always Trek, but I still enjoy wars. He's like, I mean, I like both. I'm more invested in. And are there any songs you hate movies? Yes, there are a lot of songs. I can name them to you, but there's a lot. Yes. But there are a lot of songs I hate. One song. You know what? One song I hate. I will say this. Here's one. There's two songs I hate that people. Actually, there's three songs I hate that people make fun of me because I hate them. They're so huge in the '80s. One song I hate is "Come On, Eileen" by Dexy's Midnight Runner. It was a #1 song. It was played everywhere. I hate that song. Ugh, can't do it. Also, I love her more than life itself. I love most of her songs, but this song bores me to death. Madonna's "Borderline." I know it's a huge hit. I know it's an iconic song, iconic video. I hate that song. And the last song that I hate, that's a huge hit for this band, and I love them. It's "Cruel Summer" by Bananarama. I'm just not a fan of that song. And I know it's a huge hit. I know all three of those songs are huge hits for these artists. They do nothing for me. I'm just like, ugh, when they come on, turn the channel. I'm just not in it. Back to the Star Wars, Star Trek, back to the Prince, Michael Jackson. There's room for everybody. I understand the tendency to compare. Now, I always understand there's a tendency to compare. And when it comes to stuff like that, right? They're both space things about space, but they're both just one came out first, the other one came out later. One is much more television heavy than the other one. Like, so there's a lot of different differences and stuff. Difference in tone, difference in one's about exploration, the other one's about family and empires. Like I said, it's very different. Just very different. But with Prince Michael Jackson, they both were influenced by some of the same people. But Michael came up from a child star. Prince was self-made in terms of playing all his own instruments. Where he's a musician. Prince writes all his songs. Michael didn't write that many songs. He wrote some, but he really didn't write some of his biggest hits were not written by him, which doesn't mean anything. It just means that they're just different. They're just different people. That's all. But Michael is a perfectionist, and so his albums, I think, are better made in many ways because he put out so many albums. He wasn't as prolific as Prince or Madonna. He took his time, and I appreciate as a songwriter producer myself, I appreciate Michael's albums more now than I ever did because you hear the artistry in the albums. But that's not saying that Prince can't put together an album because clearly Prince can put together an album. So I mean, think of Purple Rain or Around the World in a Day or Sign of the Times or any of those. He could do it. He could do an album. Clearly, musicology, whatever. So it's like they were good, but they're just different. They're totally different. That's why James Brown liked them both because it's like they both took from James Brown. They both took from Little Richard. They both took from the old stars. I mean, they said it on purpose. They did, but one was a child. He was a child. He was out as a child. He had a lot more than the others. So I'm the poll for that one. That was good. I'm sitting here having two different conversations about Star Trek and Star Wars and Prince and Michael Jackson. That's a Monday for you kids. I never come out in the afternoon. This is so interesting. Coming out at 3. It's so quiet in my neighborhood. It's bright outside. It's quiet. Actually, the air is not too bad inside my house. It's not super hot. It's not cold. I'm having the best time. That's the thing. See, Tony, there you go. They're huge hits. They're huge, iconic hits that people love. And I'm like the opposite. I never read a Harry Potter book. I was like, nah, because everybody else was reading it. I never read a Twilight book. Nah, everybody else was reading it. I was like, no. I saw 1.5 Twilight movies. Hated them. I've seen the Harry Potter movies. Those aren't bad. The Harry Potter movies aren't bad. Actually, I've seen all of them. Not bad, but I've never read the books. The 50 Shades of Grey. I read the first book and laughed all the way through it. I didn't see the movies. I do that stuff. I was like, man, I'm good. There's certain trends I'm like, nah, I don't do it. I'm good. I'm good. But I get people like those songs. They do. They represent the 80s. They're huge hits. Remember, 50 Shades of Grey, everybody was reading that. It was crazy. Everyone was reading that. I was like, dang. I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. People were just like, yep. They were in. They were all in. And I read the first book just because I was like, I got to see this, what they're talking about. And when I saw one chapter is basically the contract, I was done. I was done. Put a fork in me. I couldn't stop. I was like, I'm done. But I mean, soccer moms want to get their jollies off. I guess good for them. I know. I was like, oh, so did I. Matt, I saw that same show here in LA. It was here in LA. I went, so because of that, I went and saw it. It was hilarious. I'm blanking out the name of the parody, but it was hilarious. I saw it at the Kirk Douglas Theater here in Culver City. So I saw it too. And I'm like, read what's some good erotica. Read the Mandingo books back in the day. I was like, you go, girl. My grandmother was reading them back in the day. I was like, you go, grandmother, reading the books. Getting her little thing on. I'm like, okay, girl. Other things you could be reading. I never like the MJ Prince comparisons. It seems like it's fair, but it's okay. Right, exactly, Tony. Right, we agree. Right, we agree with that. We totally agree. Congratulations to my friend Erin Jones Wesley, who just got engaged. You go, girl. Congratulations. Just got engaged. Oh my goodness. And her man is cute. Okay, I see. I can't remember, Matt. I don't remember who was in it, but I saw it. The books are brown paper covers. Yes, girl. Yes, Daphne. You know what I'm talking about, girl. That's right. I remember when I was buying books with brown paper back covers on them back in the day. Yes, about 30, 40 years ago. So yeah. Yeah, I can't remember Matt who was in it. I remember seeing it on purpose. And it was fun. A lot of fun. But yeah, so yeah. But yeah, all those, nothing wrong with erotica. And people who write good stuff too. There's some bad stuff and there's some good stuff. Those romance novels and stuff, that's industry. You don't make a lot of money, but you can have a lucrative career. A lucrative career. I always want to try to write something, but that's just not my thing. I have 70 books out. I can't seem to write one of those kind of books. But yeah, but the Prince and Michael Jackson, all stuff, Well, there's that too. There's also that too, the brown paper cover in actual books for school. If you didn't have the covers, right? Naughty books. Yes, yes, Jason Jose, naughty books. You know what we're talking about. I know you understand. He's all right, naughty books. Yeah, yes, that's what we're getting to. Yes, naughty books. Oh yes. My father had a few of those running around. However, behind the scenes stories, and they knew each and they weren't best friends, but yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why that's so funny. It's that, there was, and Tony, you know that all you guys are older know this. Before social media, there was a mystique to our stars. We didn't know all their business, right? We didn't know all their business. The National Enquirer and stuff would say things, but we didn't know all their business. There was a mystique to them. And we find out later a lot of things are fabricated for the press to kind of fuel sales. And a lot of them were fine. But remember Michael wanted Prince for bad, but Prince did like that one line, "Your butt is mine," and didn't do it. But they had admiration for each other. There was stuff that was there. It was fine. But the ones who didn't like each other were Madonna and Janet Jackson. They didn't like each other behind the scenes. But Madonna and Michael were friends. They were totally friends. Madonna and Prince were friends. I mean, like, there were a lot of things behind the scenes that they were fine. A lot of them would say, we never had a problem. It was the press that made it up, and they just didn't bother. There was no place really to talk about it. They didn't talk about it. Prince would do interviews for a long time. But a lot of times, yeah, Prince had a lot of friends who didn't realize the business that he was just like, okay. Like Michael had a really good sense of humor behind all these views come with him and this great sense of humor that he had, and no one even knew, right? So it's kind of funny because back then I kind of liked that we didn't know everything. I'm sorry, I'm old fashioned. I don't need to know every. I just to this day I don't need to know everything about every artist. I don't need to know everything. But back then you didn't know stuff. There was mystique to it. Back then we had stars. Back then, I mean, I guess I could say I'm benefiting from this new world because it's much easier to be in it than it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I wouldn't be able to be in it. But on the other hand of things, you know, right, Prince was good. Prince could be shady as fuck. I love Prince. And all those memes are going around. You see them all the time. Like the way he's like, my microphone is on. He looks at the camera. I mean, that's when they could talk shit. Prince and Madonna and Michael and all those, they could back up what they're giving out. You can say what you want about any of them, but they could back up what they were doing. So I say all the time, you can not like Madonna or not big fan of Prince, not big Michael Jackson, but you can't deny they are superstars. They were so young when they came. They were in their, Prince and Madonna were in their early 20s, but that Michael Jackson gave us solo Michael. He worked it out. And Madonna and Prince came from nothing and worked it out. So say what you want about them, but I admire that. I would say that, Oprah, same thing. Oprah came from nothing, folks. Like she really came from nothing. And her life was fucked up. She made it. Say what you want about her. I talk shit about her all the time. But say what you want about her. She did that. I mean, there's something to be said about that. And I know this is controversial, but I'm going to say it on my show, and I don't care. I stand by what I'm about to say. I do think white folks are trying to take down Michael Jackson. I will say that. He got too popular and too big, and I think the allegations on starting a lot of stuff, yes, he didn't help any with some of the things he was doing, but I think he was innocent. I don't think he molested kids, and I think that white folks are trying to take him down because he was a black man and got too big in the world. I stand by that statement. Stand by it completely. Stand by it completely. He did. And they tried to shut down Prince too. Prince got big, and then Prince was like, I want my masters of my music. And in the end, Prince got his masters back and stuff in the end. But he had to fight for it. He had to fight for it. They didn't like it. George Michael too. George Michael, they shut him down for like 7-8 years. And because he wanted to continue to do what he wanted to do. And they were like, nope. And I think because he was gay. They were like, fuck that fag. You're not gonna do anything. Nope. They did it. So I think there's some truth to some of these things that the business is cutthroat. It is cutthroat. Totally. Cutthroat. I see it in Hollywood all the time. I see it just in regular stuff. So I'm just telling you kids that these folks were telling the truth. There's DG, yes. Well, I know you think it was, the doctor did get in trouble for giving him that legal dose. I know, Jason, that's what perplexes me the most about Prince. The control freak Prince, as much control he wanted as he was alive, he didn't have a will. I don't understand. I'm shocked. I literally don't understand. I don't understand. I'm perplexed by the whole thing. Like, he didn't have a will. Oh, now we're getting into the whole thing. I don't know if they were taken out for sure. I'm not going to speak on that. I don't know if they were, but I just know that they were attacked. I mean, they were purposely. They tried to bring down Madonna too. They tried to bring Madonna down because she was a woman who spoke out and she supported from early in her career. Madonna supported gays, Black, Latino. She was completely a person, feminist rights. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, and they try to bring her down too at some point. Now, someone tried to tell me they took out Janet Jackson. I'm like, no, Janet put out some bad albums. I was like, Janet put out a string of good albums, and then that album that to beat a Joe, I was like, okay, girl, yeah, like 2 good songs on, and that's it. So no, but yeah, I don't know about the stuff. Yeah, the music industry is well, the industry period, Jason, as you know, just period. Music and any entertainment, it's all, and politics too. My father was in politics for years, and I saw things going behind the scenes that you just wouldn't believe. To rust your hair would curl. I told you. Um, the curl. That's Moonves. Yep. But Janet's music was bad after a while. I was like, sorry, girl. I love some Janet, but for a while, I'm like, there were some bad albums. I don't know whose choice. I think those were her choices, but yes. Other than that, and I'm sorry, folks. I love Jermaine, love Janet, love Reby. You mess with Centipede. Give you all this stuff, love it, but they're not Michael. Sorry, Jackson, not Michael. They're all great. I love the Jacksons, love all of them. They're great. As for their solo hits, but sorry, kids, there's no Michael. And I watched Janet's documentary that came out, what it was, a year ago, whatever. She's weird too, and I like her music. My first name ain't Baby. It's Janet. Miss Jackson, you're nasty. But she seemed to blame all her men. I was like, I don't think she learned anything. I'm sorry. I don't think she learned anything. It was a little too convenient that she blamed Renee. She blamed Jermaine. She blamed everybody. Everybody used to blame. And I'm like, oh, no, Janet. I don't know about all that, kids. I mean, I wasn't there, obviously, but I'm like, my eyebrow is raised about her. That Jackson family is weird. They can't pull it together to save their lives. And so, but Michael had the talent. I'm sorry. He was otherworldly. So I'm just like, yeah, Michael was number one. Michael Suar. And we saw, that's the one thing about the whole Super Bowl thing. Yeah, Justin was shady in that. Michael Suar knew she was a threat. He was. Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he molested the kids either. He was childlike, and so it didn't help any that he was still hanging out with the kids while it was going on. But I don't think he did either. He had eccentric behavior, which happens, right? But he was too powerful. I totally agree with you. He was the crown jewel of the family. I totally agree with you. Completely agree with you, DG. Completely. You know, we don't always agree on everything, DG, but that I agree with you on completely. And I just think that he needs it's all these other people were good, but Michael was Michael, and that's why his shit worked as long as it did. Just did. The others had talent too on some level, but they were not Michael. I'm sorry, Michael was it. But I love Janet, I love Jermaine, I love Marlon, I love all that. As you can see from that Jackson's show they had, they can't get together. 3T can get together. Yeah, they ain't going to all that stuff now. I love me some Bobby Brown. Let me start. I love me some Bobby Brown. I'm a huge Bobby Brown fan. And they are Daffy. They are. It's true. I'm a huge Bobby Brown fan. I think he was so super talented. His albums were really good. He's been through a lot. And everybody realizes it was Whitney, not him, mostly. That was the kind of problem of their marriage. So I'm like, so I'm just like, Bobby was very talented. He was on his way to being the next superstar. Heart Don't Lie, girl, Carla, I'll take your Heart Don't Lie and give you You're Gonna Get Rocked, the song she did with Full Force. Let me give you that one, girl. I have both of those. Thank you. I have both of those. So I'll give you Heart Don't Lie. But Centipede, that was a song. Miss Reby, that was the song. And you hear Michael's vocal in the background. And she put out an album on his label later. It was so good. He did. And to turn out it was Whitney was all that had the issues. I was like, whatever. But I love Bobby Brown. I'm a big supporter of his. Big supporter. Whitney, but I love Whitney. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Whitney. I love me some Whitney. Right, Whitney had her own stuff, and we can't blame. They each had their own things, right? They got together, and then just it was exacerbated. Oh yeah, Martha Wash, Centipede. I know. It's just like that Centipede is the song, though. That was the song. I still listen to it every once in a while. It was good. It was good. It was good. And you know we love some Martha Wash. You know, they did her wrong too. You know, they did her wrong. Not the Jacksons, but you know, the world did her wrong. She got her revenge. She was like, I turn on TV and I see some skinny bitch with my voice in there. I was like, I loved it. I was like, I love it. Well, of course, yeah, New Edition. Of course, we love them. But Bobby Brown, to me, he has it. He had it. And so, but drugs, period, will bring everybody down. That's all. That's the only thing I say. Drugs have done everybody in. Drugs are powerful. And I'll tell you something. I'm not as famous and or rich as they are, but I've had bits of celebrity. I've had moments where I had a lot of yes men around me, and it is intoxicating at first. And I think it's up to you where you are in your life. If you're young, I was older, thank God, but if you were young and impressionable, it can be. I mean, I love VIP treatment, and it can be very addicting. It can be. And if your life is like that all the time, you live in rarefied air. It's a whole other world. It's a whole other world. It's a whole other world. So it's like little pieces of celebrity I've had. It's something else. Yes, it's it. Why I you know I come from a time period where drugs. I mean, you know, in the '70s and '80s and '90s, I have a lot of people I know are dead from drugs. So yes, and I've done drugs. I've done drugs here and there. I've done it. But I did. They're always recreational for me. They're always occasional. I did it here and there. I was never a drug person. I never liked taking drugs anyway. I was more of a drinker. But either way, I didn't have addictions to either. I lucked out. I didn't. I said it runs my family, but I didn't. I didn't get that thing. Hi, Ms. G. That Diva in the Desert documentary was sad. Remember that? Diva in the Desert. I'm trying to remember that one. I don't remember if I remember that. But I just yeah. But I've done. Yes, yes, yeah, a lot of stars. Everybody was doing. I mean, I used to see cocaine just on tables and just everybody just have a sniff. Back then, it was a different time. We always say it was a different time. You know, different time. Well, I have no idea. I never even thought about it. If Whitney and Kevin were involved, I never even thought about it. I don't, I don't know. Um, I, yeah, actually, I mean, were there other rumors that they were? I mean, I know they were friends and friendly. I just never thought about it. But yes, we were a lot of times we were told they're recreational drugs. We were told that they're not anything bad. We were told that you just do it and you do it. So well, there you go. Okay, DJ. For some people, they don't do drugs, they don't do alcohol, they don't do any of that stuff, and their lives are just fine. I've drank over the years. I still drink. I have done drugs over the years. I do edibles. But I had the way reasons why I did stuff was not the same reasons of people who have addiction issues. Like mine was for recreation or relaxation or have some fun, and I did them, and that was it. And I would not do them again. I can live without them. So I lucked out. But some folks can't do that. They just can't. And for some folks, they go really in, and that was it. Rumors out there. Okay, I just never pay attention. But yeah, so there's a lot. Yes, there's different time, folks. It depends on your life. If you have that kind of life, I partied a lot. I partied from 15 years old to 45. So I partied over 30 years. So yeah, I've seen it all. So well, I believe they did love each other. I know. I believe I believe each other. They love each other. They did. Um, but with Bobby Chin, there's other. I mean, there's because he was a star. I mean, remember he was the biggest male star for a while. He successfully left New Edition behind. My pride and all that. He was really good. Part of it, some of the stuff is song choices. Also, it didn't help that his next albums didn't do as well. And his second album I actually liked a lot. There were some good songs on it. I don't know why it just didn't do well. Fans are fickle. They really are. Fans are like they like you 1 minute, next minute they'll drop you for somebody else. And they will do it in a second. And there's some groups and artists who just sail through. It's like they put out an album or a single and it just does well. And look at Johnny Gill. Speaking of his bandmate Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill was solo. Johnny Gill also had Stacey Lattisaw. They had those duets. Then he had Levert Sweat Gill, which was huge. Then he had New Edition. And he stays one of the few artists who's had hits as a solo artist, duo, trio, and then group. And Johnny Gill's name isn't mentioned in places, but he's been consistently working his whole time. You know, he's a great singer, around for a long time, doesn't get mentioned. You know, so there you go. I mean, some people just they put out an album, they do. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem. New Edition should be this extraordinary supergroup, right? It should be just this huge supergroup. Belle Biv DeVoe came out. See, remember Belle Biv DeVoe? That was such a they got together just because they were left behind. Because Ralph was doing his stuff, and Johnny was doing his stuff, and Bobby had left. They were like, "Well, we're sitting here," and that first album was a fluke. Like, I mean, it was good. I'm just saying it was like no one expected. I mean, Poison's one of the best songs of the last 40 years. Poison is that song. As soon as you hear the opening beat, you're already like, "Oh my God, get to the dance floor." I Thought It Was Me was good. There's also, the other albums didn't do well. Ralph Tresvant went with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, which was smart. Sensitivity, great song. A few other songs were great songs, but it just didn't. I don't think he had the charisma enough to carry it. Bobby had the charisma. That's all. That's the thing. And it's funny. Sometimes we'll go solo, and you're like, they're a hit. And other people go solo, you're like, eh. It literally just depends. I mean, it just literally depends. I mean, it depends on the project, but sometimes it's charisma. Charisma is charisma. That's part of it. Johnny Gill had "Rub Me the Right Way." Remember that song? That was a bomb. He had hit solo afterwards. He was doing okay. Then he got back together for that album "Home Again." Had a huge fight, but they were number one on the charts. Had a huge fight, and then they split up again. They're each other's worst enemies. So yeah, it's crazy. I know. Who knows? We'll get some music talk. I don't want to get the music talk. Excuse me. Well, Daphne, here's the thing. Some people have flop projects, right? Everybody can be a hit. Now, Jimmy Jam did a great job with Alexander O'Neal, Sherelle, even Human League. I'm only human, a flesh and blood I made. I am just a man. I love like, that's Human League. I'm like, wait a minute. And that song is the bomb. Yeah, they had certain people they worked with that it just really worked. And then some people it fell apart. Some people just it didn't work with. LA and Babyface were the same thing. They did some good stuff. Hey, I'll tell you something. Say what you want, but Madonna's "Take a Bow" with Babyface is the bomb. That's one of her biggest hits of all time, and it's good. The song is good. The video is good. The song is good. Babyface and Madonna's vocals work together. Like we're like, what? Babyface and Madonna? It totally works. That's like go back to Michael Jackson. I know he's not fun to talk about now, but "You're Not Alone," written by R. Kelly, was the perfect song for Michael Jackson. That song was number one. It was a huge hit. It's like that song was like, oh my God, it fit Michael's voice. It fit everything. It brought back Michael's image a little bit. It was a bomb. I know. "Take a Bow" is my favorite songs too. It's such a good song. It's like their vocals together are so good. But it's one of her biggest hits. It went number one, and it was for weeks. It was it makes sense to me. It was a really that's how great Madonna was. I mean, that's how they worked it out. But I agree with you, Daphne. Some artists you have some are hits, some aren't. Not every Prince song was a hit. Every Prince protege was a hit. All kind of stuff. Not every single Michael Jackson song was a hit. It does happen. It really does happen. Yes, they did. We can't forget Teddy Riley. Right. Yes, Joanne. Look up "Take a Bow." That's the name of the song. They did an album together. The album's called "Bedtime Stories." That's the name of the album, which also has a song by Bjork called Bedtime Story. But it did songs Secret, Take a Bow, a bunch of songs. So I think it's a great R&B album, Duan. So check that out. That was back from the early 90s. But Take a Bow was her number one song, number one hit. But you know what's funny? Her most watched video of all time is La Isla Bonita. I was like, I love that song, but I was like, last night I dreamt of San Pedro. I'm like, that's her one? That's crazy. Yes, you actually hear her vocals. I agree. Well, remember, Madonna was gearing up for Evita. So there was a few years before that she was starting to do the real singing stuff. She was trying to be a singer. So that's why she was like getting into them vocal stuff. Little Tell, yes, DJ, Little Tell is a great song. But I said in the 2000s, she had Take a Bow. She had This Used to Be My Playground. Oh my gosh, song is so good. It was number one. My Playground. I Remember. I noticed that she did a lot of slow songs. Her version of I Want You by Marvin Gaye. Oh my God, it's so good. If you want to hear her slow songs, Duan, or DG, her album, Something to Remember. It's mostly all slow songs. It was really, really, she had some really good stuff. Timberland and Neptunes, of course, yes. Well, you know, right when the Neptune, well, Timberland and Missy Elliott, their work together, of course, but Neptunes, I always think of Khalees. I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. But I heard that song and I saw the cover of her album where she's having all the colored hair, and I was like, who the fuck is this? I was in. And then no, Frozen's later. Frozen was on Ray of Light, my other favorite album of hers, when she was Earth Mother. That was Frozen, Ray of Light, all that's later. That's later. But that's 1999. That's later. 1988. But I think of Khalees that where I was like, who's that? It was like Neptunes. I saw the Neptunes, Pharrell, Khalees back in 1990, 99, 2000. They came to San Francisco, saw him at the Fillmore, got to meet him, and it was NERD just came out, his group. It was NERD, his other group, and then it was Khalees, and it was the bomb. It was a great concert. So both of them. Oh, that's where you're at. Oh, they're from where you're at. Okay, 757. Okay. I mean, but yeah, his work with everybody's the bomb, and their work with Madonna, with Hard Candy, and Candy Shop, and also there's some good stuff on that album too. And then of course Timberland worked with everybody. I mean, he worked with everybody. That song, I Apologize, from that white group. You're like, what? That's him. To Promiscuous Girl and all that stuff from Millie Furtado. I mean, Timberland was all over the place. And then Missy Elliott, of course. I Can't Stand the Rain, one of my favorite debut songs of all time, I like. So that Khalees album was fire completely. That whole album was the bomb. I Want Your Love. That song, there's a bunch of songs on the album that are the bomb. So this is before Milkshake. That came out later. They was Frozen. I'm back. Really? It did? I didn't know that. Wow. Oh, that's SWV. I didn't know that. Oh, how funny. Take about me. Yeah, but Rihanna. That's fine. It's so funny. That's right. Her song's good too. Her version's good. Her song's good. Not her version. Her song's good too. Yeah. Take about Madonna or Rihanna. Yeah. Makes sense. But that Khalees album, Tony, I played it to death. There's a lot of songs on I enjoyed. So, yes. I like NRED. Rockstar, a couple other songs they did. I love those songs too. Of course, Drop Like It's Hot. That's him with Snoop Dogg. There's a bunch of songs. I think it's also him with the Sensual Seduction. We're like, is that Snoop Dogg singing? Sensual Seduction. I was like, okay, I'm in. I was in. I was like, man, Sensual Seduction. Sensual Seduction. That's so funny, you guys. Oh my God. We actually have run the gamut on here, haven't we? Cheese and crackers. We have run the gamut on this thing. They did it at Montage. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, didn't know that. Ray of Light is my favorite albums of hers because it's techno. She said she wanted to do techno music with emotion. Venus, okay. I'm seeing Tony. I'm finally seeing your comment. Venus is a boy. I love Bjork. I've seen her in concert. Big fan of Bjork. Big fan. And I like all her albums. So Mine is also quiet. I love that song. Hyper ballad. All is full of love. I'm a huge fan of Bjork. So, and I actually liked the Sugar Cubes before that too. When she was in the Sugar Cubes. So I was a big fan of that. So yes, then she wrote Bedtime Story. I'm like, that's Bjork. That makes sense. And that video, of course, Madonna's video, that was the bomb. Back when videos really counted, right? Back when you go on MTV and watch a video. Those days are over. Those days are over. It's crazy. Well, Whitney's good. I love Whitney. She's great. I was talking on another show about singers. My favorite, of course, is Barbara Streisand. And of course, the singers. That's who's my favorite. And then the next row after her would be Whitney, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, Pat Benatar. They were actually, they could, and Ann Wilson of Heart. They can actually sing. Like they can sing. They have octave ranges. They're really good. I like it. Whitney was amazing. Whitney could take. I mean, I will always love you. I know it's like it's overdone. Everybody knows this stuff, but that song is pitch perfect. It's pitch perfect. It is pitch perfect. There's not a false note in it. Shah Khan, one other favorite, Shah Khan. I'm a big Vesta Williams fan. May she rest in peace. There are a lot of artists. I mean, there's a lot of great vocalists. Like Martha Wash. I'm a big Martha. Her voice is amazing. But these are singers. I want to hear them sing. Aretha Franklin. There's some good singers out there that really get. Karen Carpenter, Voice of an Angel. I loved her Voice of an Angel. There's some really good singers out there who can hold. Donna Summer, may she rest in peace, can hold them notes. We're like, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna hold that note. And then Miss Patty. Oh my God, Miss Patty. She has an album, I'm in Love Again, that came out before her New Attitude phase, all that stuff that became very popular. If you only knew, that song is the bomb. That song where she builds and builds and builds and builds. And then she's just like giving out. Phyllis Hyman, may she rest in peace. May she rest in because she had problems. I know, poor thing. But talk about Miss G. What about Regina Bell? Hello, Patty Austin, Cheryl Lynn. These are all singers that just don't get enough attention. They don't get enough attention, and they're so good. Whitney's cousin Dion. We have to get Miss Warwick. We have to get Miss Warwick. Walk on by. Walk on by. Make believe. If you don't see the tears, just let me breathe. That wasn't out. Regina Bell's So Many Tears. Put that out. Put that song on. And thank you. Thank you. You will thank me later. And everybody knows her from Linda Ronstadt, the vocalist, was really good. There's some really good vocalists out there, folks. Some really good vocalists out there. Tina Marie, put on Fire and Desire. Put on Fire and Desire. You tell me that song between her and Rick James ain't the bomb. Put it on. Put on Cheryl Lynn and Luther Vandross's If This World Were Mine. You tell me that song ain't the bomb. Tell me. Portuguese Love by Tina Marie. Put that on. Tell me she can't sing and play piano and all that shit. Rick James saw she had talent. Was like, I'm bringing her in, and that was the best thing for all of us, right? Those folks could sing. Some of these singers today, they're cute. Kelly Clarkson has a good voice. I'll give Kelly Clarkson credit. She has a good voice. But everybody thinks about that Whole New World song. It's a cute song and all. I like People Bryson too. But I'm like, Regina King had better songs than Regina King. Wrong person. Regina Bell had better songs than that. Better songs than that. I'm going to say, go to her album, Stay With Me, and I mean, so many tears to me. It's like she's just pouring her heart out and holds every note in a song. Put on Enough Is Enough, No More Tears by Barbra Streisand and Donna Summer, and see why Donna Summer, trying to hold the note as long as Barbra Streisand, fell over a chair while Barbara finished the note and then said, "Are you okay?" Barbara's like, "No, bitch, I'm finishing the song. Like, I'm finishing the song." I don't know. Okay, I don't know much of Regina Belle. I just know that. And then, of course, you can't forget Anita Baker. If we're going to talk about that time period, grown folks music, you can't forget Anita Baker. Well, there's some good singers out there. Like I said, I like Pink. Like I said, Kelly Clarkson. You know, there's some singers that are good. They're out there. They actually have voices. They're good. But yeah, it's a lot more. I don't see it as the old school. I mean, R&B wise, I love me some Shanice Wilson. And I agree with you completely. Completely. She should have been bigger. But if you watch all these unsung episodes, you see why they weren't. Because Amarie should have been bigger. Tracy Spencer should have been bigger. They all had great voices up. Lisa Fisher should have been bigger. But they're all light-skinned black people. What do we do with them? We already have one out there. Sorry, Mariah Carey. That's it. Like, they would only let one through, and the rest fell by the wayside. Good. Brandy's a good singer. I don't think she's a songstress, but she's good. I like her stuff. I'll give Brandy a little shout out. So I do like her stuff. I like her music. But yeah, I watched enough of these behind the musics and shit where you see all these, talent. I mean, there's so many other singers too that behind the scenes, Lolita Holloway and all these people that just were singing all these hits and they just weren't. Oh my God, let us see. She has a song that I can't think of the name right now that I love. Mickey Howard, Jocelyn Brown. See, I said Lolita Holloway. I said Vesta Williams earlier. Jocelyn Brown's another one, somebody else's guy. That song's a bomb. Angela Winbush, I love me some Angela Winbush. Mickey Howard, who had Michael Jackson's son. Did I say that out loud? I'm friends with Claude McKnight's brother, who's in Take Six. But Brian Reich was big. He was big. I mean, he was big for a while. We're not even getting to the men right now. Right now, it's about the women's right now. We're going about the women's. We do the men. We give the men another time. But let's just shine the women right now. And these are all, everybody Kayla just named, one of them. But Let Us See has a song. I can't think what it is. It's so good. I can't think of the name of the song. Also, Layla Hathaway, just as good as her father, Donnie. Roberta Flack. Angela Bofill, that's my other girl. Loved her so much. Piece of me. I think that's what it is. Let us see. I think that's what it is. Kayla. Allison Williams, yes. I want to thank you. Awesome. There's all kinds. There's just so many. There's just so many. There's so many. They're like this. That don't get the flowers they deserve. Cece Peniston. Robin S. Well, Tony, we've had this discussion. Because my brother and I, because I would believe that too, Tony, actually. I'll take either one, right? I'm like, yeah, it may have been Joe. It maybe Joe's, but he looked like them. And I'm like, okay. That's funny you say that, Tony. We talked about that actually in my house. We talked about that. Anyway, Stephanie Mills. Okay. I grew up with her version of Home. But also on The Wiz, her duet, Be a Lion. Oh my God, those notes. And she was like 14 years old. Evelyn Champagne King. Hello. You gotta hold on to what you got, because I'll be holding on to love. Yes. They were all like, oh my God, there's so many. They just passed through the mill. Melissa Morgan, if you can do it, I can do it too, baby. If you can do it, I can do it, no question. Oh, you got to see him. I think my mother did too. Then she saw the actual stage production, but she had the cast album, the iconic cast album, and we had it. But Stephanie's the bomb. You put a little rush on me, but I'd like to know you better. Yeah, yes. I mean, she saw it too. Okay, I was a little too young, but I just know that I grew up that cast recording, and just like, you gotta be like freaking kidding me. Her voice was just like amazing. Melissa does stay busy. I follow her online. Homegirl busy. She out there working. Well, Melissa, do me, baby, like your nails. I was like, okay, Prince song. Her and Shah Khan. But you know, Shaka's. I've seen Shah Khan like 5 times in concert. Oh, Marlena Shaw, yes. Another one, yes. Now we're getting to some 70s action. Yeah, I mean, yes, definitely. You know, yeah. Now we love Diana, but her voice isn't the strongest. We do love her. Florence Ballard had a stronger voice apparently, but that's not a story. You know, certain artists are like, okay, Ronnie Spector, love that. Her part of Be My Little Baby and Take Me Home Tonight, love it. Kelly Price, yes, I was about her the other day. Kelly Price. I was about somebody else the other day too. It's Kelly Price and somebody else. You said Vesta Williams. There was somebody else. All my women's, I have all their stuff. I love me some Millie Jackson. Don't get me started. My mother had her album, speaking of album covers as a kid, and she has the one where she's on the toilet. That's the album cover because Millie Jackson was something else. And her album was called, I think it was called Feeling Shitty or something like that, or shit. It's like, I was like, what? But yes, Millie Jackson's mom. She actually has a song with Elton John called Act of War. It came out in the 80s. I actually like that song. Lisa Stansfield. Well, I was like, is that some black chick? No, she was like, she's a white chick. Lisa Stansfield, I've been around the world and I ain't found my baby. I don't know where and I don't know why. Yes. Well, Vesta, I mean, once bitten, twice shy. Back to the shit. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Once bitten, twice shy, can't be forgiven for the next guy. I keep screaming. I played that album to death. Congratulations. The thing is, Gladys Knight and Diana Ross both have okay voices. I like them a lot. Don't get me wrong. I like them a lot. But I wouldn't put them in the category of great vocalists. But they both are definitely stars and divas and all that. They definitely. There's just certain people, but like people like Celine Dion or Barbara Streisand or Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, they open their mouth and it just sounds so effortless. Like the vocals just come out of their mouth. It's like, how do you do that? You know, Donna Summer holds a note. And you're just like, how do you do that? I mean, I'm a singer. I know you could do it. But like they're just like it's just so effortless. It's just like you're saying hello to you. They're like Kayla, and just keep going. But I mean, I love me some Glass Eye Pips. I love me some Diana Ross. I mean, I do. But I just put them in. So I put them in a different category. Bette Midler, that's another one. Oh, so the What's Been song is about that. I just love that song. I played it out. She has a song called I'm Coming Back on that album I like too. I'm coming back just to give you my love. I love that song too. I'm a big Vesta fan, so just it reminds me of my brother Max, who I miss every single day. Well, Tina the bomb. I'm just a fool. You know I'm in love. What you say? Yeah. So Tina's the bomb, of course. May she rest in peace. And that musical was really good. I saw it earlier this year. It was really good. The Jones Girls. We know we love them. The Jones Girls. They were good, of course. The Clark Sisters. They had a song I loved. I can't think of the name of the song right now. I'm thinking about it. They had a great song too back in the 80s. A Sound of Blackness. With the pressure, with Ann Nesby, the pressure of the world. Yes. Woo! Oh, I love it. We had the gospel stuff in there. They're singing Mavis Staples. Rochelle Farrell, I heard she's not well also, but she's another great singer. Another one that you get a lot of attention, right? You get a lot of attention, but it's been around for a long time. Like I said, like Let Us See How they've been around for a long time. You know, don't get me started. I I think she's okay, vocalist, but I love me some Jill Scott. I do. I love Angie Stone. She can sing. Love me some Angie Stone. Yeah, you brought the sunshine. Yes, there you go, Kayla. That's what it was. The sunshine. They brought the sunshine song. I am old. I am 54 years old, and I am proud of it. I know these songs. This is when music was music. This is when music was music. And I mean, there you go, right? And Nesby was great. But you got, I said, Mavis Staples was good. I think who else that was. That's some good vocals. I feel like we're not. There's a bunch of people we're still not naming. Alita Adams. Yeah, Tisha Fierce discovered her. Yes, and she's doing. But that's like what's her name too? We got to think of a same time period. Oh my God. Because Alita Adams was the. I don't care how you get here when you can. That song, is that her? Right, that was her, right? There's another one around that same time period. I got her name. The Emotions, Boogie Wonderland, Tony Braxton. What's funny is I had the Braxton's first album. That's without Tony. It was back in the '90s. I love that album. The girls were there. Was good. It was very, very good. And then when Tony comes out, of course, Tony, 7 whole days, not a word from you, 7 whole nights. That was my song. She was good. Now I love Aaliyah. Not saying the best singer, but I like her music. I liked her music, but she rests in peace. Okay, Young Hearts Run Free Tonight. Then of course the Pointers. Of course, Ruth, Anita, and June, and Bonnie. Let's not forget Bonnie. And Heaven Must Have Sent You from Above. That was how I must have missed an angel. That's right. I mean, they were all 4 of them were good. They were good. So yeah, we can't forget. Yeah, we can't forget the Pointers. My friend is related to the Pointer Sisters through their child, so their daughter. So they know the point. All Oakland folks, In Vogue, my buddies in Vogue, Cindy, Dawn, Terry, well now Rona, but also Homegirl. Oh, they're all good. And when In Vogue came out with the Hold On, I was like, who the F are these people? They took the nation by storm, and they can sing. And I got to interview them, so I got to meet them and interview them. That was one of the highlights of my life. Just get to Shantae Moore. Okay. Tony, I agree with you. Those first 3 albums were the bomb. And then it went downhill from there. I totally agree with you. I have all 3 of those albums. I have all 3 of them. I agree with you completely. Shantae was the bomb. Her nice high, and she's on an episode of Girlfriends where she does a version of Minnie Riperton's "Loving You," and it's a great version on the episode. I was like, that high note at the end. I was like, oh, okay, girl. She's doing her thing. I know. Tony and Anita Baker had the deep voices. Gwen Guthrie. Oh, well, of course, I just said, ain't nothing going on but the rent. Got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. That's like, and also, we want to mention them. We got to mention, the song, Good to Go, Lover, Sweet Thing, You're Just My Type. I love me some Gwen. But also, you got to think of Jocelyn Brown, because we said earlier, somebody else's guy. That's the same time period. Lisa Fisher, How Can I Ease the Pain? That was her one big hit. Oh yeah, there were some peoples. TLC. Again, not strong voices, but they were good. Kiki Wyatt, yes. I don't know all her music, but I know she's a good voice. No, she has to go. And I know she comes from royalty. Well, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do CeCe Winans. We're gonna go that direction. Her and BB both had great voices. Have great voices. So she's married to Stephen Hill. I thought she was married. Oh no, that's what's his name. I'm thinking it was Keely Lattimore or somebody else. My girl, I got to interview Thelma Houston. Thelma was love and light and everything lovely. I loved me some Thelma Houston. We had a great conversation on my show years ago. And Thelma, yes, Don't Leave Me This Way, and other hits. Yes, Gloria Gaynor, of course. We name her, of course, I Will Survive. But Thelma's really good. Thelma, another one of those who is underrated. They did. TLC they had great presence. I don't count them as a great vocalist, but they have great presence. And T-Boss has the thick, deep, raspy voice, and everything. But they're fine. But in terms of vocalists, but they're totally hits. They have presence. Celia Johnson, yes, or Sarita. Think about her. If you put on "With You I'm Born Again" by Sarita and Billy Preston, there you go. Come bring me your sadness. In your arms, you know I have this. Woman, don't you know that you I'm born again? Trying to get big vocalists that are really good. We named a lot of them. Famous and unfamous. Scrubs is a good song. That's what it is. Keely Lattimore was married to Judge Faith. That's what it was. I knew this because Keely Lattimore was a friend of my buddy Brandon Larkins. They're friends. And my Aunt Faith used to love Judge Faith, the show. With you, that song is the bomb. With You I'm Born Again, that song is the bomb. Come bring me your kindness. In you I know I'll find this. Woman, don't you know with you I'm born again. My voice isn't warmed up today. Elizabeth Withers. I don't know Elizabeth Withers. I know Bill Withers. A lovely, lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. Lovely day. I don't know that one. You name me somebody I don't know. Yes, CC had to do it with Whitney Houston. Yes. No, co-wrote Michael Jackson's songs is Saida Garrett wrote Michael Jackson's I Just Can't Stop Loving You. And I know Saida Garrett. She does a duet with him. So that's Sarita, Saida, and Selena. they're all so good. Because Sarita was married to Stevie Wonder at one point. Now, if we're gonna mention Stevie Wonder, we have to mention Wonderland, his backups. We gotta mention Denise Williams. Black Butterfly, Too Much, Too Little, Too Late with Johnny Mathis, my other guy. I love Johnny Mathis. Let's Hear It for the Boy, all those songs. We can't forget Denise Williams. She don't get mentioned enough either. She was a huge hit. It was not mentioned enough. As actually a great songstress. Great high octave range. Black Butterfly is a bomb. That song is a bomb. But I mentioned enough. So yeah, Sarita, Selena, Saida. that's a group right there. That's a group right there. Let's Hear For the Boy Makes Me Laugh. I was in high school when the Footloose soundtrack came out, and that soundtrack was huge. Every song was a hit. It was huge. And that just song makes me laugh. There you go. Sarita co-wrote yes, exactly. So I was saying there's separate. There's Sarita, Selena. They're all separate. Yes, by Saida Garrett, who I know Saida Garrett. She did. I'm just not and her song KISSING. She did a bunch of songs. She does stuff on Broadway. She did a lot of stuff. She's still working. I don't know what's happened to the others, but she's still working. Oh, Silly. I know a song, Kayla. But Denise Williams is a bomb, but she don't get mentioned enough. She don't get mentioned. When they have big names, they don't mention her. They don't. They don't mention her. Yeah, we named a lot of people, those folks. A lot. I mean, of course, of the later singers, Adele can sing clearly. She can hold her own. Clearly. That's what I'm saying. It was what's funny to me, I'm saying. Michael Jackson didn't write a lot of his own songs. A lot of his hits weren't written by him. That's what's so funny. He found good writers and he surrounded himself with good people to create these songs. He was like Madonna. But Madonna co-wrote some of her songs. She's like Michael co-wrote a few of his, but they found people that were good and they picked the best songs. You know, I can't help it's my favorite songs, Michael Jackson's. I love this song. That one, Human Nature, Want to Be Starting Something. Those are my favorite Michael songs. My favorite. I put out my favorite Beyonce songs today on my show. It's I was your James Lott Jr. It's out now. You can listen to it and see what 20 songs I picked up of Beyonce's. You see, I didn't mention her. I mean, she's here in Inglewood. She's here in Inglewood somewhere doing her thing. You know, yeah, Saida did Don't Look Any Further with Dennis Edwards. Yes. All right. Hi, Joanne. Yes, Dolly. I mean, well, you know, I'll Always Love You. That's Dolly's song. Leon Rimes came out really strong, right? Roduan, she came out really strong. Her song Blue, very strong. I can't fight the moonlight and all those songs. She was big for a while, then she kind of fell off. She had a very strong voice. I agree with that, of course. But she was part of that whole country pop. She was new country, but it crossed over. And it was her and Faith Hill. And my girl, Shania Twain, I love me some Shania. They all kind of led the charge for the Carrie Underwoods and the Taylor Swifts and all them. But Leanne Rimes, they were one of the first ones. They were the early ones who were doing that. There wasn't many that kind of crossover like that. Because Dolly, Reba, Tammy Wynette, Tanya Tucker, there's a lot of those country artists who have great voices. Emmylou Harris. I like some country. So there's some great people. I don't think Adele's overrated. I think Adele is really worth what she puts out albums every few years. I don't think she's overrated to me. Now Beyonce, I don't want the Beyonce beehive after me. She's smart. Beyonce is smart because she's a whole package. And I think, she does have limits, but to me, she's like Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez and Beyonce have the right people around them. And they put out projects, that don't impress me much, I know. You're Brad Pitt, that don't impress me much. Anyway, we started. Man, I feel like a woman. But Beyonce completely and Jennifer, they both aren't the greatest singers. They're not the greatest dancers. They're not the greatest acting. But they have projects that totally work for them. And that's a good song too, Tony. I think it's song. But they have good. But that's what I'm saying, DJ. They kind of like she picks projects that kind of work for her, and so they're within her range. So to me, that's smart. Because J-Lo's a star, and Beyonce clearly is a star. So they pick projects that work for them, and they're very strategic in what they do. So I give them points for that they do. They both have presences. They do, but I can't agree with you. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan, but I like her. Like some of her songs. I think she's good. But Adele, I think Adele really is a talent. I think she really is her Skyfall. Oh my God, I love that song so much. But I feel like people like Adele, people like Lady Gaga and stuff. Lady Gaga's good too, actually. She has a great voice. She has a different range. I think people just get caught in, not you, but people get caught in all the trappings they do because they're performers. But I just think Beyonce is huge, and she's worked hard to get there. There is a Beyonce worship. There is, but that's not Beyonce's fault. I mean, that's obviously the fans. They do that. But I think fans they love her. That's the fans. It's not her fault. They love her. They do. They do. So I like her stuff. I hear it. I like it. Listen to it. I agree. Adele has a voice. So she has a voice. She has a voice. Annie Lennox has a voice. She has her song "Why." Oh my God. Can't want to be just yes. I know people like Destiny's Child and some folks like her solo. But that just goes to show she's been around for a long time, kids. She's been around for a long time. Now I will say, Tony, her version of The Way We Were and the way she dressed like Barbara back in the 60s when she did it, it was good. But I think her vocals are up and down. I have to agree with DG and all them. I think her vocals are a little overrated too. She's okay. Like I said, she finds the right projects. But I like some of her. Well, you listen to my show today. I talk about some of her songs I like, which up her register. Oh, Annie, well, same thing, but Annie Lennox solo. I'm telling you, I saw her live solo. It was her on piano, and I sobbed. That concert, sobbed. Based that she stays in her lane. She does. And same with a lot like J-Lo too. J-Lo stays in her and says, yeah, beautiful as I knew what you meant. It was fine. That's why I read it the other way. I didn't read it that way. I know what she means. I agree. And I think J-Lo would agree with you too, DG. I don't think she'll find stuff. I'm saying she finds projects that work. And nothing wrong. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's like Kylie Minogue, not the greatest singer. She finds projects that work for her. And I love Kylie Minogue. They find projects. Madonna's not the best singer, but she finds projects that work for her, and she's a performer. So I think it's, to me, that's an art form also. That's why I said everybody we mentioned earlier in here, those are real natural singers, and they have the training and all that stuff. But some of these other folks are like, yeah, okay. Relax. Okay. I like a person who does everything. You talk to me, I do music, I do books, I do stuff. I like multi-hyphenates. So, and J-Lo, we have the same name. We're both J-Los, both Puerto Rican J-Los. I will never tell her to do just one thing. I don't mind her. I like her music. So I like her music. I like some of her movies. I'm not a big romantic comedy person. But she's fine. I'm not a problem with her. I'm not with her. But yeah, Annie Lennox is the bomb. Trust me. Just trust me. Watching her live, there's nothing like it. I didn't watch it, so I have no comment. People were commenting. I didn't watch it, so if they asked her. They obviously asked her to do it. So I'm thinking there's somebody in marketing and media. It was their fault. Just from the outside looking in, I have no comment because I didn't. It's like Patty messing up Tina. I mean, I feel like Patty's she's a real professional. I don't know what happened that day. I don't know what happened, but she did mess it up. But I forgive Patty because Patty's Patty LaBelle, and she in her 60s, 70s. I forgive her. So I forgive her. So everybody has a bad moment, I guess. So I don't know. I just think they're all working. I didn't see Hustlers, but I heard Hustlers was good. And J-Lo, I heard everybody was good in that. So are we still liking Lizzo, or are we done with Lizzo? What's going on, folks? I don't know the ins and outs. So you guys tell me, because I'm a huge Lizzo fan. So should I stop liking her? Should I like her? What's going on, kids? I'll let you guys tell me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more water. Whatever. I just want to get some water. That's what I want. I want water. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, tell me what's going on. I think Lizzo goes too far. I do like some of her music. Never been into Lizzo. I never listened to Lizzo. I like her. She has good music play. Okay, so guys, we got half and half, folks. Okay, I've been a Lizzo fan since before she got popular. I've been liking her for like 10 years. I've been following her career. So I'm a big fan of her music, and she's a flautist and can play the flute and all her body positive stuff. So I like her music. I think it's catchy, it's fun. So, but I know she's not probably her dancers or whatever. So I'll have to ask this question again at another show and see who one of my bigger shows. See if anybody knows. I'm not like anybody know. You know, girls are like, I don't know. Oh yeah, her, she's good. Her is good. SZA is good. Speaking of a new one, it's good. She's good. Yeah, her's good. She's good. She's good. I don't have a problem with her music. It's catchy R&B. I think some I think it's got out of hand, which is another time to yourself. Well, that's funny, and that's the thing about performers and performance. DG brings up a really good point. When it comes to performance, when it comes to performance, um, I like outrageous stuff. So like Nicki Minaj, when she came out and all the cartoonish things, Lady Gaga, all this stuff, I like it. I think for me, it has nothing to do with her talent. Her talent is performing. I don't want someone just to stand there and sing to me. Whitney used to do that. Sade used to do that. I'm like, after a while, I get bored. I actually don't mind antics and stuff. I kind of like that. My rock stars, my stars. So I like theatrics and things. That's just me. I mean, for me, I do. So, and I don't have limits on what's I don't think maybe I'm a dirty person. I don't think many things are out of hand or cross when it comes to celebrity and you're performing on stage. Prince used to be naked in a purple bath singing Purple Rain. So I mean, I guess for me, I don't have a line or anything like that. So for me, I have no problem with that. When I actually want to go to a show, I want performance. I can listen to records at home. So I want to see everything. I want to see all the theatrics. I want to see all the things. I know what some folks say, they don't want to go to shows, nothing political, nothing educational, nothing. They just want to go see a show and hear the songs that they love so much on the radio. So I get it. I mean, some folks are like that. I know. For me, I'm just like, no, give me big, give me bold, give me something to talk about. I'm ready. Pink's round, we're doing acrobats and so some people are like, that's just too much. But why not? Shit. Tickets are expensive to go to concerts these days. I mean, I want some theatrics. So unless you're in a small club and you're just singing, like I said, I saw Annie Lennox was her piano just in a small club. And that okay, I'm like, that makes sense. That'd be fine. But if I want a big stage, you want to fill that stage, give it to me. And it's like, let's just like, let's do it. Let's do it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me hard. I want it. I remember seeing when I saw MC Hammer back in the day, his stage was filled with, I mean, of course, that was his downfall too. Everybody in the neighborhood was on stage. He had Oaktown 357 over here, and these people over here doing over here. And there was something to look at on the stage. There was something to look at everywhere. It was like there was something to look at. And it was a very energetic show. It was just this wonderful, wonderful experience. I love it. So for me, I don't have problem. I like when Lizzo comes out in a wedding dress and have a cake and does 100% that bitch and then does a flute thing in the middle of everything. And I love it. So she had the big girls on stage with her. I love all that stuff. That's just me. But I know some people are not into all that stuff. And that's fine. Or they only with that stuff for certain people. I get it. You were talking about Christina Aguilera earlier. We love Christina. I love Christina. She has a great range also. So yes. There's some folks who don't want any of that stuff. They're not into that. But I do. I like it. When I'm watching, if I come to a show, I want a show. I do. That's just me. Because it's expensive. Shit. But you know what? MC Hammer, he really was trying to help his neighbor. He was such a good example of trying to help your neighborhood and help Black people, because we don't always help each other. We get famous and say goodbye. So the fact that he was back in the neighborhood trying to get people off the streets and giving them jobs, that was his downfall. And I feel bad for him. I really think that he should be richer than he should be. But he really did go out there, and his motives were actually very pure. They were just like, well, you need a job, come and be my bouncer. You need a job, you can dance. I mean, like, he was trying to get them help. And that's community. So I never make jokes about him myself. I'm not saying you're making a joke. I'm saying for me, I don't think it's funny. I think it's sad. That didn't work out. And yes, and he need a better. But we have to understand also, DG. I'm sure you watched enough of these shows. A lot of people don't know about. I was duped by my accountant, and I'm a smart person. I was in my 40s, and I thought I had everything set up, and I was duped by my accountant back in the day, and I lost everything. So sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes you just don't know. You only know what you have. So it's a little bit of both. It's a lot of stuff happening. He admits a lot of stuff it went down, and it wasn't smart enough. Hi Nathan, happy Labor Day. So I seriously do feel bad for him in his case. He deserves. He's very underrated. A lot of things that he was doing back then, he got flack for, that everyone does now, and it's no big deal. Everybody does now. See, now you get me on my soapbox. It's like my old thing about people doing stuff back in the day, and they're like, now they're like, because they were like, he's singing for Pepsi or he's drinking Coke or whatever. It's like, now everyone has a deal. Like, come on, folks. It was just ahead of his time. He was smart to cash in. Rap was now becoming a big thing. He gave you a Vegas style show. Why not? Rock stars do it. Like, why couldn't he do it? It was like, to me, it was just like, and the show was great. And when I went and saw him, In Vogue opened for him. Again, another Bay Area band at the time. And Atomic Social Club. They were all part of the same people. So I was just like, come on, folks. It's like, we have to like pull it together. It's like, but yes, and shady accountants, tax people, they're all over the place. I was just telling my brother today, I literally, back about 7 years ago, thought I was going to leave Los Angeles and start over somewhere else. It was that bad. And I thought I had all my ducks in a row. So, I mean, if someone's good at their job and good being a criminal, nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. So, but he was good. So I feel so for that one, I don't joke about him at all, because I feel bad for him, because I thought he really was trying it. There are a lot of artists out there who do try to give back and help other artists, and sometimes it backfires. It totally backfires. I don't know which album I like the best, to tell you the truth. I really enjoyed her 40s album, kind of, with Candyman, all that. But I also liked Bionic. I love that album. That too. So I don't know. I don't know what album I like best. I even like her greatest hits, when that song keeps getting better. I've always liked, I always singing, all I want is you. I love you, me, baby. All I want is you. That's my early Christina songs I liked very much. I like Christina out the gate. So remember, it was Christina, Brittany, Mandy Moore, and Jessica Simpson. They all came out at the same time. Type parents cheat their kids out of money in this industry too. Also, that happens too. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. I've interviewed Todd Bridges, so I know all about that. Yes, we talked about all that. So yes, that's right. You're late. I've been on 2 hours, you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Some of you guys are stuck with me this whole time. Like Tony, you guys stay with me. I've been on for 2 hours. You guys, this is crazy talk. We're talking music. As we're talking music. I didn't plan on being here that long. I just thought I'd come on for a minute. I have to watch When Calls the Heart and then do a show on. I just haven't done it. I mean, it'll be done tonight sometime. I just haven't done it. So I've been on here. I thought it's Labor Day. I'm gonna hang out and it's like talk. And here we go. And here I am. We're talking music. We started out with Michael Jackson being taken out by society, and then went on to female singers we loved, and now we're talking about shady accountants in the business. This conversation has really had its ups and downs. It's like we've talked about a little bit of everything on this show. It says 2 hours. I've been on 2 hours. Yeah, I came on around 2:20 something. I was just like, I'm gonna come on for a minute and just see how you guys are doing. And remember I was gonna leave an hour ago. I was gonna say, well, I'm gonna go off and do the When Calls the Heart, and I'm still here. It's fine. It's Labor Day weekend. We're talking square biz to you, baby. Square biz. We're talking love. And then square biz. I know. That's good, Tony. But I'm not 2 hours, kids. I did not expect that at all of my time. I was like, it's Labor Day. You know, normally I'd be working somewhere, but not working today. I was like, let me come on here and I don't have, you know, I'm not at a family cookout or nothing. You know, I don't have that, so we don't do that. He was taking a nap. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours. It says it right here. And some people are watching, but some of you guys are with me since the very beginning. Oh, wow, thank you for staying with me. I didn't know we were going to talk for 2 hours. Well, who's buying me dinner? I mean, now I'm sitting here. Now it's 4:30 my time. Well, I got to order some food. Who's going to buy me some food? Some money to buy some food. Now I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I had that. I couldn't finish that nasty food I had earlier. Oh, I was going. Sorry, Lydia. Yeah, I just a PBS cooking lady. I said this to her earlier. Her nasty tomato sauce. Oh my God! I was like, oopsie. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Lydia. It wasn't good. I was like, it wasn't good. I can't believe it. That's what I get. But I try. But if you guys know of any other like marinara sauces brands that I may have not heard of, send them to. Always message them to me, and I will check them out. Because I'm trying to try every single marinara sauce. It could be garlic marinara, it could be vodka marinara, doesn't matter what kind. I'm trying to try all of them. Hey, thank you for a super chat. Thank you very much. I think you're one of the first ones for the month, cat lady. So that's good. That's good. That'll be good towards our goal for September. So thank you, cat lady. Everybody thank cat lady. Catfish does sound good. You gonna buy me some catfish? I know a place like my own. Well, you can't. Well, my thing is you can do all that. My air fryer. I do everything in the air fryer if I can. Right now, I haven't gone. I have no food. I haven't gone grocery shopping yet. I can't go till tomorrow. So I'm like, I don't got no food. Well, you cat lady, that's really wonderful of you. Thank you. But yeah, if you know any marinara sauce brands that you think I should try, if I haven't tried, I'll let you know if I haven't tried them or not. Let me know. No matter where, it could be anywhere, message me about that. Because I'm trying to go, I want to try all of them that I can think of. And I've tried a lot. I think I've done like 11 or 12 of these so far. So I'm trying to make it. I can make my own spaghetti sauce myself. But right now I'm trying the others. I'm doing this kind of thing for, because I'm an influencer now. So I thought I'd do it for that. So, but I have a sauce that I can make myself too. That's really good. But right now I don't have the ingredients right now. So I didn't. I'll be able to go. I'll be able to go tomorrow at some time. You know. So yes. So if I make my own catfish, sounds good. But catfish does sound good. Some fried catfish does sound good right now. I'm not eating fries. I would do some potato salad. I'll do a little bit because I haven't had potato salad in over a month. But I'll have beans, something else. Yummy. Yes, I debuted one. I don't know if you saw it on YouTube or Instagram. I have a new one. It says potion on it. It's green. It's beautiful. It's in the other room. It's green. So I did that one. And then I got these cute little ones. These little kid espresso ones. It says thankful, grateful, blessed, and espresso. It's just so cute. I haven't taken the things off of them yet. Let me take it off. I got to do a mug thing for the small ones. They're so cute. They're so cute. They have their own little holder. I just love the little holder. Thankful on both sides. So they're very cute. So that's my latest and greatest. But yeah, and my friend gave me a mug too. I did that one recently too. Yeah, I have two mug pictures I put out in the last few days. I think I posted them everywhere. So yeah, so far, fall's coming. So I know fall's coming, and a lot of stuff's coming out for Halloween. But I don't want every single Halloween mug. I have a couple that I like that I have up there right now, but I'm very picky about what I want the sayings to say. I know it's like a whole thing. I don't want all that. I don't want all that stuff on there. So that's what I would do. Yeah. So yes. Oh yes, Usher. As I see, Kelly. I saw you mentioned Usher. Flobo went and saw Usher with his mom in Vegas earlier this year. I want to say in April. So it was a good show. I mean, his Confessions album was like my album for a while. And then when he went club, I like his club music. DJ got me falling in love again. I didn't care. I liked it. Oh my god! I like the song. A lot of people didn't like when he went dance, but I like when he went dance. He was a dancer, so I like him dance. I like when he went dance. No, we really went through the gamut of discussion. I cannot believe it, folks. So should I come off now? I guess at this point. Wait, once I said who's buying me dinner, it got really quiet. So I guess I'll get off here and figure something out myself. Thank you so much for coming on with me and spending the last couple hours with me. I know GH came on late, but you had no idea I was going to be on. I mean, this was a random coming on, which I'm glad I came on. This was a lot of fun. We had some really serious conversations. We had some funny conversations. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today on Labor Day. Tomorrow starts the rest of the week, folks. It's back to whatever. So I'm going to watch When It Calls to Heart right now, and then I'm going to do the show after that. So I'm going to do that, and that'll be next. I don't know what time yet, but I'm going to do all that. Because it's 4:33 my time, so it's getting later and later. I got Big Brother later. Well, no, that was last night. That was not on tonight. That was Saturday, Sunday night. Anyway, but it's getting later and later, and I have to get up early in the morning to go to a client tomorrow. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening. Some of you guys are East Coast or Midwest. I rest you good evening. I will talk to you guys later. I might come on tomorrow, midday. I'm not sure yet. I have a recording from 9 to 10. So okay, so the Cash App is working. It's the Zelle that isn't. That's what Kayla was just telling me. So the Cash App's working. The Cash App's working, PayPal's working, and Venmo's working. So the Cash App is working. It is the blakhopela. So that's still working. It's the Zelle that's not working yet right now. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get that settled. But all the Zooms you're gonna sign up for this weekend and stuff are all below the video with my things. Just ignore the Zelle one. But the Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App are working. Everybody, have a good evening. And I will talk to you guys later. And then there's Flobito. Oh my God. He comes on at the end. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Flobito is so funny. That is